suspended for 90 minutes. John Martin, the oldest referee in Great Britain at 53, is the match official as Queen's Park Rangers in their traditional blue and white hoops get us underway here. And we've had some fabulous value, I must say, every time we've featured Rangers this season. Laid off by Bailey, Impey making a run forward, and away by Bruce for Manchester United. Irwin clearing this one, and then Sharpe knocking it forward, but Peacock there for Queen's Park Rangers.
And it looks as if Ryan Giggs is going to partner McClair as a front two.
Pallister. He's given that one away. Now Bradley Allen. Out to Andrew Impey, another of the Rangers youngsters. Looking to run Irwin and doing it to some effect as well. Can he get a good cross in? He can. And it dropped down too to Simon Barker.
Well, he gets away with that. A real positive run from Andy Impey. Gets in there and doesn't quite miss the front post out there. But Peter Schmeichel's mighty relieved to see that.
To Simon Barker. And Barker there, letting in Bailey for a moment. And United, with the crowd screaming for Rangers free kick, get it away. Barker again. Impey. Frenetic pace about this, and some passion too. Sinton. Now David Bardsley. Spread wide for Denis Bailey. Bailey down to Wilson. Nice lay off that. And now Bailey again. And Rangers get the corner.
That was a real let-off, wasn't it, for Paul Parker?
We'll let you know. Meanwhile, the corner taken by Sinton, one in the air by Pallister. Sinton again. Gets in the cross, and Bradley Allen, that was a smart volley on the turn.
A good little ball in near post, wasn't it, from Andy Sinton? Plays it into a lovely little area, and Steve Bruce is just a little bit slack on Bradley Allen.
Here's Bardsley. Looking to feed Impey down that right-hand side. He got caught in possession by Phelan. Barker has given this to Kanchelskis, and Giggs has got the pace to keep this in. Lovely turn from Giggs. This is dangerous from United. Giggs again. And oh, what a fantastic reflex save that was from Tony Roberts, from Darren Peacock's, well, near own goal.
I think you'll find it hits the crossbar. I don't think Tony Roberts gets anywhere near this. Hits him there, off the top of the bar with Roberts completely beaten. What a let-off for Queen's Park Rangers.
I thought for a moment that the goalkeeper had got his hand to that. Apologies. United have the corner. Bruce gets it back in. Kept away by Wilson. Extraordinary let-off that for Rangers. And Bailey turning well, and he's playing pretty well for a man who's had very little first-team action of late. Irwin getting in. Now Giggs. Irwin again.
He's got a zip about it this game, he really has.
Still this furious, frenetic pace about it. And here's Sharpe getting onto his left foot. He can hit them from here. And into the net by Ince. Oh, what a goal that was. That was so clever from Ince. Nothing looked on until his bicycle kick. United are ahead.
Because he's scored many. Two, I think, this year. His first one at Kraken in the local derby. And this one, all about improvisation. Great athleticism from Paul Ince. The ball's wickedly deflected. Look at his reaction there. And that's a quite wonderful finish.
Well, United are flying a bit at the moment. It was great work from Sharpe. Hit it across the face of the goal, and look at that from Ince for improvisation. Queen's Park Rangers 0, Manchester United 1, and are the Old Trafford club going back to the top this Monday night? Long way to go yet, of course. Well, Paul Ince has had a fabulous season for Manchester United. Wilson, hit long. Impey, Barker, Bailey. Crossed in towards Impey, who had a fair chance there. And he doesn't get enough goals, Andrew Impey. He'd be the first to admit it. That was a good chance, Andy.
I think Steve Bruce reacts to a shout from his goalkeeper. Looks to be claiming it, runs out the way, and allows Andy Impey a free header. I can only assume that Steve Bruce was reacting to a call from Peter Schmeichel.
Was on the stretch.
I hate to say it, but I think that Les Ferdinand might have completed it a little bit better than Andy Impey there.
Giggs is away here. This could be two. It is. Ryan Giggs and Manchester United are in the box seat in a big way here now.
What coolness and composure from the young man here. This one's just route one, isn't it? But when you've got the pace of Ryan Giggs, you've always got a chance beyond central defenders. And he finishes it beautifully. Darren Peacock gets sucked forward first of all. He spins on him immediately, Giggs. That gives him the space he needs. And he's finished emphatic.
Fourth goal of the season for 19-year-old Ryan Giggs. And often supporters think that those chances are very easy, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Often they're anything but that if you're the fellow who has to put the ball in the back of the net, and Giggs took that with some aplomb.
You have a decision there, I think, in that situation, whether you use power or whether you use finesse. I mean, there's someone so young, you invariably find at times that they adopt the powerful.
Wilson, long, Bailey is in there, so too's Pallister though. And United can counter here quickly again. Sharpe's clear on the far side, instead they elect Kanchelskis on the right. Gets in the cross shot, not a bad idea from Kanchelskis, low and hard, and somebody running towards the near post might have got a touch too, Andy.
Good positive run from Andrey Kanchelskis. Just chokes the shot a little bit by hitting it into the ground, and it just took him.
This against the best defence in the Premier League. This is a good run from Barker. And Sinton, oh, nearly fell for him. It still does, and it takes a deflection, and Schmeichel as well.
Good goalkeeping. Kept his eye on the ball there, and he had to. A good little run from Anderson, good little move, creates the opening by dragging it wide. Deflects off Paul Parker, but good goalkeeping from far too much height net, far too near a goalkeeper of his quality. He'll come for them all day.
Kanchelskis with the speculative knock-on. It wasn't a bad one either, with Lee Sharpe breaking through the middle. Is Ian Holloway. It's a good nod on to Bradley Allen. And Bradley Allen with a chance here, and Schmeichel with his legs, and a second chance for Allen. And didn't he do that well? 2-1.
Well, they needed a goal, didn't they, before half-time, and Bradley Allen's given them that lifeline. The slip from Paul Parker was crucial.
Well, the predatory instincts of the Allen family. 10 years the younger brother of Clive.
Yeah, you see the slip from Paul Parker. Schmeichel thinks he saved it. But wasn't that very bright and very cool from another youngster on the pitch?
Really quick thinking from Bradley Allen. Now, here's Ince. That could sting United a bit. They look for the instant response. Kanchelskis closing in on this one with the header. Angle too tight.
Well, I think you've been kind, Ian. I think someone with better aerial ability there would have dealt better with that ball.
Well, you don't blink here at the moment. Oh. Barker. This is really set up brilliantly, certainly for us neutral observers. Sinton. Long towards Impey, who gets there. Allen. Down to Paul Parker, and happily he's all right again. He's had his fair share of injury problems since his move, £2 million move indeed, to Old Trafford.
Won't be happy though. Alex Ferguson, his team had gone in at 2-0 at half-time, you really do feel there would have been a mountain to climb for Queen's Park Rangers. 2 minutes before the interval, a slip from Parker. And Queen's Park Rangers have suddenly got the bit between their teeth and can sense a real comeback here.
Really was a very, very well taken goal by Bradley Allen as well to put Rangers back in business here. Now here's Wilson. Not long, Bardsley's in there and Impey!
Well, Davis Bardsley got forward to use his height at the back post. And again, I'm not so sure whether Andy Impey could have done better here. The ball's knocked down and Impey and Pallister go for it. Impey certainly gets there first.
Horrible bounce for him there, wasn't it, Andy?
It was nasty, it was a nasty height, Ian, and that's probably what made it difficult for Andy Impey. But in that situation we're talking about, he opted to try and put power into the shot. And perhaps a mind of a Ryan Giggs there might just have been able to have lofted it into the far corner. But that's easy for me to say up here.
Kanchelskis. United very positive. Kanchelskis on the left foot, takes a deflection, and Roberts in the end, I think, was glad it did.
It certainly helped him, the deflection. Not so sure whether it would have beaten the dive of Tony Roberts, but the deflection just drifted it into his body.
This game at the moment gets better and better. Sinton wide to Bardsley. Angled, Impey, and in there as well. Holloway, typically tenacious, winning it back. Allen looking for the deft turn. Pallister read it. United at the moment just being asked one or two questions.
I don't think we should have half-time, Ian. It'd be a shame. It's been such a fabulous first half. We should just scrap it and just carry on in the next 45 minutes.
Yeah, sometimes it's a pity. You do feel like that, don't you, sometimes? But I don't think they're going to change the rules for us, Andy. Andrew Impey, who's had a couple of little chances. Neither of them easy. Another night, I suppose he might have got two. Now here's Impey again. He's getting plenty of the ball now. Three United players around him. Here's Perry closing in, but the cross had the wrong angle on it.
Nasty little bobble it took for Andy Impey there. Just as he opted to cross, it just sat up nastily for him.
Queen's Park Rangers 1, Manchester United 2. In a game which is living up to expectations at Loftus Road.
What a difference for Gerry Francis, his team top. He's thinking it 2-0 down. How do I lift my players? How can I make them believe they're in this game still? Now suddenly he can go in and his players are buoyant. They're back in the game.
And Queen's Park Rangers, too, are the kind of side who are always happiest when they're attacking and being positive rather than sitting back on things, and they'll certainly have to be attacking and positive. There's still work to do for them here. Major work. Wilson eventually gets it away. And there goes the whistle to end a first half which was excellent value for money. It really was. Paul Ince with that bicycle kick goal, a marvellous little piece of improvisation from him to put United ahead. Ryan Giggs' cool finish one-on-one with the keeper to make it 2-0. And then Bradley Allen, sharp finish from him too. QPR 1, Manchester United 2. Thanks a lot, Richard, and Kenny Dalglish and George Best for your half-time comments. Perfect night here, and a cracking match between Queen's Park Rangers and Manchester United. It really is. United are 2-1 up here. No substitutions at half-time. And settle back and enjoy what should be a very good second half here as Queen's Park Rangers try to chase this match. United get us underway in their red shirts, attacking now the goal to your left. Bardsley, who's now an England international, of course. Bailey as well. Ince chesting this one down, but Rangers have it back again with Barker. Up to Andy Sinton. And he can hit them with the right foot from this kind of range. Schmeichel shouting at his defence there to try and close Sinton down.
Well, he comes inside Andrey Kanchelskis, and Paul Parker just stands off. You do feel that Paul had to put him under a little bit more pressure there.
Rangers buoyed up by Gerry France's half-time team talk, no doubt. Coming out searching for an early equaliser.
Well, neither manager would have had much time for a team talk, according to Nick Collins.
Kanchelskis here is goal side of Wilson, and he's put it away in emphatic fashion. Andrey Kanchelskis marks his return to the United starting lineup with a superb goal, his second of the season. The other was against Leeds, and that was a great finish.
Well, there've been 4 now. Fabulous finishes to moves. And this was a magnificent ball, first and foremost. Look at the way it's threaded into the space for Kanchelskis. But it's his finish that's so impressive. Across Roberts, into the far corner. Absolute textbook. Watch this. Too many players with it in the near post area. Not Kanchelskis. Across it goes. That's always going to be a goal there.
Well, we've seen some really wonderful finishes here tonight. Wilson. Rangers pushing forward. If they were to get another goal, this really could be quite something. And it hasn't been half bad, has it, already? Look at this from McClair. Support arriving. He looks up, he tries to find Sharpe. Now Giggs. Might still be something for United. It's still Ryan Giggs. Phelan looking for the flick on. And Rangers just can't get it away. Ince was looking for something very spectacular. Now here's Impey. Rangers who've only lost here twice this season, against Liverpool and against Crystal Palace. And Sinton will be disappointed about that.
That was a great tackle from Big Alan McDonald there as United broke. And
this time it's Bruce who wins it. Now Ince. Giggs is out wide. McClair's on the left. It's Giggs he chooses. Sharpe and McClair and Ince all in there, and that took a deflection on the way for a corner.
What they're always going to be vulnerable to now, isn't it? As we approach the final part of the game, is this break and the pace of Giggs. You do feel he was always going to cut in on his favoured left foot here. It just sits up a little bit and takes the deflection of a Clive to cope with playing with 4 games, 5 games, whatever, in short spaces of time. That's what's made them the successful sides.
And it's been an interesting test of United tonight without Cantona, without Hughes, and the men who've come in have done well for them, and this is one of them, Kanchelskis. Giggs is in the middle, he's going on his own with the left foot this time.
He's looked vulnerable tonight, Clive Wilson, whenever anyone has cut in on the inside and taken him on his right side. He's also obviously happy with Clive Wilson when people are taking him on the outside and his left. But anyone who's cut in tonight has earned himself a little bit of space.
And that's a nice ball for Kanchelskis, who uses his pace again. McClair arriving on the far post, and here's Giggs on the near post.
Well, I thought he was just going to pull the trigger there, Ryan Giggs, as Andrey Kanchelskis rolled it across the box to him. See it here, he slides it across the foot, he's just going to pull the trigger. Decides to take it wide and it just closes out on him.
Well, there's been a lot of style about United's performance tonight. They have a corner now. Pallister with the dummy. It's another corner. It's beginning to look like a happy trip back up the M1 and the M6 for Manchester United tonight. Here's Steve Bruce, beaten in the air by big Garry Thompson.
Well, I'll be quite happy to see this, Alex Ferguson. 2 or 3 corners the last 5 minutes, keeps the ball well away from United's goal. And they'll just take as much time up here as they possibly can.
There's some of the jockeying for position that goes on in any Premier Division game with the corner. It arrives here. Bruce is there with the header, and knocked in by Giggs, is it?
Free kick against Steve Bruce on Garry Thompson. John Martin was very quick on the whistle there. I think he felt that Steve Bruce uses an arm here. So watch the corner come over. Just watch Steve Bruce here. Just leans on Garry Thompson slightly. What a great save though from the goalkeeper.
McClair. This is promising for United. Kanchelskis again. More players arriving. Giggs can't get there because McDonald got the important foot in. And yet another Manchester United corner. This is exactly what Queen's Park Rangers don't want, as it eats into the fast diminishing time available. United not getting very many men forward this time. Ooh, Roberts there has given it to Bruce. Steve Bruce.
Sensed a little bit of glory one felt there, didn't he, Steve Bruce? When Roberts doesn't quite collect it. As it drops down here, I think if this had been early in the game, I'm sure they'd be looking for someone else. It's late on, senses a little bit of glory.
Turned on the style yesterday, and Manchester United, fair to say, have done that away from home tonight to return to the top. Lee Sharpe down injured.
Well, I said Garry Thompson would let a few defenders know he was around, but he's obviously decided he's going to let one or two forwards know he's around as well.
Lee Sharpe, what a bargain United got when they paid Torquay £100,000 for him. He would be worth, I would think, what, 30, 40 times that in the currently inflated market.
Well, I can't quite work that out, but when it comes to money, I'll bow to your vast knowledge on that.
I should be so lucky. Well, it's easy, isn't it? 100,000 times 30, 3 million. I'll send Andy to his arithmetic lessons after the match. Giggs, low and hard, interesting ball. No red shirt there. Sinton away for Rangers. Bruce. Wilson. Bailey. Sinton. With possibly one of the last chances Rangers will have to run at this United defence. Phelan is back there. And I must say, Manchester United, especially in this second half, have looked solidity itself at the back. You can see why they give away so few goals, Andy. United fans have already started whistling for time. Rangers trying to come forward again. And another counter-attack is on here. Ince, look at this for a run late in the game. And he's already covered every blade of grass. Paul Ince, it's a bit early to talk about it, but he would be, I think, an early contender, or certainly on any shortlist for Footballer of the Year, Player of the Year titles. Sinton cannot control it. Parker, his old mate, is going to have the last laugh despite being in the wars here. Kanchelskis, Giggs is in the middle. United could grab a fourth, but Kanchelskis just wanted to do a bit too much that time and says sorry to his teammates.
They've just been guilty of over-elaborating a little bit when they broke there. Ryan Giggs was miles in the clear, and really, Kanchelskis just needed to roll the ball across the box for him.
Rangers with Bradley Allen, their goal scorer. Freak deflection, Schmeichel gets there in the end. Over 2 minutes now into injury time. It looks like the game's up for QPR, Andy.
It looks like we're going to get the third leader of the Premier League this weekend.
Just underlining what a fascinating title race this is. Norwich were top on Saturday night. Aston Villa were top last night. Manchester United are going to be top after this. 3 leaders in 3 days. McClair's chasing this one. The wrong puts McDonald. Here's Kanchelskis. This might be number 4. Kanchelskis. They had Giggs in the middle, and Giggs wanted that ball, and Kanchelskis went it alone. But it won't matter. Manchester United are top of the Premier League. It's been another very good night for Alex Ferguson and his assistant Brian Kidd, and Gerry Francis shakes hands despite their arguments and exchange of words in the first half. Certainly some shaking hands. I'm not quite sure whether Gerry Francis actually shook hands with Alex Ferguson. Paul Ince, certainly contender for man of the match. Ryan Giggs, who scored the second goal with some aplomb. Cool lob. Kanchelskis the third, which maybe broke Queen's Park Rangers' hearts. Low, hard.